Welcome back, everybody, back to another edition of Rational Wrestling Talk. This is the Rational Wrestling Mark. I'm going to be reviewing Smackdown from last night. Now, I don't usually do, you know, show reviews. I don't review Raw or SmackDown or NXT, but I felt that this SmackDown was worth giving a review. Now, this is not going to be a long review. I want to talk about the most important things. I don't really care about what happened match wise. The matches, I didn't really see much of the matches. Um, I did not watch SmackDown. I actually just saw the most important segments on YouTube. The Rock and Roman segment, Cody Rhodes, Bayley and Io Sky, Kevin Owens, Logan Paul. So that's what I'm going to be talking about. And make sure you guys hit that like button for the algorithm. And let's get started. So I believe the show kicked off with Logan Paul talking trash to Kevin Owens, talking about how he beat Kevin Owens despite that KO got himself disqualified with the brass knuckles. And he told Kevin Owens that I'm done facing you. You had one shot to beat me and you failed. So no more shots for you. So, Kevin Owens comes out and it seems that we're going to drag on this feud for another month. And I don't see why not. I feel like Kevin Owens and Logan Paul can have banger matches together. And these two seem to have some decent chemistry when it comes to promos. I like the back and forth exchanges with Logan Paul and Kevin Owens. And they should drag out this feud. Um, Me personally, I would like to see Kevin Owens actually defeat Logan Paul for the U.S. belt. It probably won't happen, but I'm a fan of KO, so that's an outcome that I would like to see. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people are not going to bat an eye if that were to happen. So, yeah, I'm cool with this feud dragging on a couple more months. I mean, hey, we can drag this on to WrestleMania for all I care because I know that we're going to get good promos out of them and we're going to get good matches. So that's a win-win for me. I mean, a win-win for a lot of people. So as you know, Damage Control has been pretty much plotting against Bayley for months now. Ever since Kyrie and Asuka joined Damage Control, Io pretty much found she got her girls back. Io feels like it has her being champion. She feels as though I should be the leader of Damage Control because I'm the one winning matches. I'm actually the champion. And not just that, I got my girls back. I got Asuka and Kyrie with me. And Io pretty much feels like she don't need Bayley anymore. So the story here is Bayley acted like she did not know that Damage Control is plotting against her. They're planning on kicking her out the group, right? And we had a very interesting reveal when Bayley came out. She was cutting a really great promo, and Io, Asuka, and Kyrie, they were just laughing the entire time behind Bayley's back. Bayley didn't pick up on it until she turned around and caught them laughing. Now they did something where backstage they were talking amongst each other and they were talking about Bayley, talking trash. Well, Bayley pulled a Batista and the camera caught her, against the door, the side, on the wall to the door, just kind of listening in as to what they were saying about her. It's a callback to when Triple H and Ric Flair were trying to plot against Batista, right? They were talking trash behind his back, but Batista was listening in the entire time on what Triple H and Ric Flair were saying. You remember that segment where Batista had to choose between Raw or SmackDown, which world title that he was going after? Well, he chose the world title. He chose to be on Raw because Ric Flair, Triple H, they were expecting to choose SmackDown. Just like with Damage Control, IYO Sky, they're expecting Bayley to challenge Rhea because that was teased. Like, oh, if Bayley wins the Rumble, she can go challenge Rhea, right? So, and once again, Bayley, she cut one of the best promos of her entire career. What did I tell you? And before I even get to that, so when Bayley was calling out Kyrie, Io, and Asuka about them talking trash behind her back, she spoke Japanese. And the crowd just went, oh, holy shit, she can speak Japanese. So this entire time, Bayley has knew they were talking crap behind her back. That she knew what they were saying about her. She could actually speak Japanese, which is crazy, So I thought that was a good, that was a nice little surprise. That was like a genuine shock. Like, oh, she can actually speak Japanese. So, Io, Asuka, and Kyrie, they were shocked too. So now Bayley catches on to the games that they're playing. And Bayley's cutting a real passionate promo, asking Io, like, what happened? What happened to us? I'm trying to make Damage Control the best we can be. All I wanted was the best for Damage Control. I'm trying to bring us to the very top. The crowd, as Bayley's ranting, the crowd's chanting Bayley, 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 right? They attack her. Asuka and Kyrie, they attack her from behind. They start beating her down. And what did I tell you weeks ago? I told you that when they turn on Bayley and she has that babyface turn, I told you it was going to be special. That was probably one of the biggest pops Bayley has ever gotten. And it doesn't matter about her losing streak because she's lost a lot of matches. But you see tonight how over Bayley is. And I told you her face turn was going to be something special. So now it's official. We're going to get IYO Sky versus Bayley at WrestleMania for the Women's Championship. I don't know where this leaves Dakota Kai because Dakota Kai was not out there when they attacked Bayley. So I guess we're going to find out exactly who does Dakota Kai side with. Will she side with Bayley or will she side with the three Japanese chicks? Right? We're going to find that out eventually. But I thought the babyface turn was well executed, well done. This is a very strong story heading into WrestleMania for the Women's Championship, so I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I'm really looking forward toward the build. I don't know about the match. I don't know if the match is going to live up to expectations. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. But, I'm just interested to see the build. And when it comes to WrestleMania, I think we're always excited for the build more than the actual event, So we move on from that. Backstage, Naomi signs her contract for SmackDown, and then we see Tiffany Stratton. She had signed her contract to be on SmackDown. She's bragging about herself to Michin, Shotzi, Bianca, and Naomi backstage, and then he slaps Michin, and then she runs off. That was a very hard slap. And then we had a match with Tiffany Stratton and Michin, and Tiffany Stratton went over, won her debut match. I think Tiffany Stratton is going to be one heck of a character. I like her character. It's different. Um, that cocky, arrogant, egotistical, blonde Barbie, right? A very delusional type of character, if you ask me. The daddy's little girl, shtick, right? I think it's gonna work. She can go in the ring, very athletic. You know, um, in a lot of ways, I think she can be like the female Miz, right? That's just that annoying, braggadocious, heel, right? That just finds a way to win matches and cheats to win, and you know, finding loopholes to win her matches and whatnot. I can see that being the case for her on the main roster, right? Um, yeah, moving on. We're gonna get right to the main event segment. Um, Roman Reigns comes out. Roman Reigns, he starts ripping apart Seth Rollins. I'm not going to get into what he said word for word, but he called Seth little brother, right? And when he mentioned Seth, he immediately said, "Oh, there's no pop. You see, no pop," indicating that Seth is not over, according to Roman, right? And Roman was just going in on Seth, man. He was roasting this guy, just completely um, ripping him a new one. He crapped on his world title reign, you know, pretty much saying that that title that you're holding doesn't mean anything because you're not holding the main championship, right? And he was mocking Seth's injured knee, and I would like to see if Seth is going to retort. I want to see if he's going to, you know, if he's going to have some type of comeback, verbal comeback to what Roman had to say about him. Because Roman, he just did not care. Like this almost felt like a shoot to me. I wanted did it feel like that way to you? Like, did it feel like he was shooting on Seth or something? Because he was allowed a lot to say in that promo. And Seth has to come with a comeback now. I mean, he has to at this point. Otherwise, if Seth does not make a comeback, if he does not retort, this is going to make him look bad. As the world heavyweight champion, the reason why that title came back into existence was because Roman, holding the main belt, doesn't defend it every pay-per-view. He is not there every week. So it just kind of diminishes everyone else on the roster if they have nothing to fight for. Like, you need your top guys, your main event guys, to fight for a world title. And only so many guys can fight Roman for that world title about 3 or 4 times a year. Like, literally, Roman's only challengers for his belt last year, and it's a very short list, but it was Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso, LA Knight. 5 guys. That's it. So we need the World Heavyweight Championship. So it's going to be interesting to see what his response is going to be. So Cody comes out to a great pop. The crowd, cheering for Cody. And it's pretty evident Cody is way more over than Seth. You know, And so Cody challenges Roman. Like he's gonna challenge Roman because he pointed at Roman at the Royal Rumble when he won it. And you know, he brings out The Rock, right? Cody really didn't say much except anything notable except that he's going to face Roman for the Undisputed Championship, but not at WrestleMania. When he said that, I was like, what? What do you mean not at WrestleMania? I mean, that's the only event that you're going to fight the champion. What do you mean not at WrestleMania? So I instantly had my antennas up and I said, oh, Rock is going to come out, right? Rock's going to come out. And Rock did come out to just an amazing pop. I feel like when it comes to the reactions with Cody and The Rock, it was almost identical, if you ask me. Very identical. But there was something off. Like, when Cody and Rock had that stare down, Rock shook his hand, they had a hug. Cody smiled. Then when Rock was talking into his ear, Cody looked very disappointed. He looked kind of defeated. And apparently he brought his dog, Pharaoh, to the show. And according to Cody, that is his emotional support. His support dog, right? His emotional support dog. So usually when you see Cody backstage, he's smiling, he's shaking people's hands, he's waving at people, he's, very interactive, engaging. He didn't come across like that tonight. But it seems to me that Cody Rhodes had just give up his spot, his WrestleMania spot, main event spot to The Rock. I know a lot of people are very disappointed. You know what? Disappointed is not even the word. Outraged is the word. A lot of vitriol. And I can understand why. Now, The Rock and Roman is a dream match. That's going to draw a lot of money, a lot of numbers, no doubt. But, like I said at the Rumble review, we have to finish the actual story that we've been doing since last year's WrestleMania. Cody got cheated last year at WrestleMania. He had Roman beaten. For Cody just to kind of give up his spot to The Rock, it makes Cody look a little bit stupid. It makes him look kind of dumb, like a schmuck. Like, why would you just give up your Royal Rumble, your WrestleMania spot to The Rock, who didn't have to earn anything, who didn't have to fight his way, who didn't have to be in a match, he didn't have to fight Roman. No. But this leads me to think that there have been a change of plans. That they're actually going to do Cody and Roman at Elimination Chamber for the Universal Undisputed Championship. And then go all the way with The Rock and Roman for WrestleMania. But so if that's the case, The Rock is a liar, because when he was on media, I don't know what show he was on. Like, he was doing an interview or something. Like, he was doing some interview and asked about the potential Roman and The Rock WrestleMania match. And he pretty much said that I'm a long-term guy. I want to do things the long term, the long haul. And the long term is not 2 months. Okay, that's short term. Long term is we do this, we build up to this match for WrestleMania 41. Well, he looks like a liar, because it seems to me that we're pushing Cody out the way, out of his WrestleMania spot for The Rock and Roman. storyline wise, why would Cody do this? Why would he just give up his WrestleMania spot? Did John Cena do that? No. Did Stone Cold do that? No. Did Shawn Michaels do that? No. Did Triple H do that? No. Randy Orton do that? No. Cody is the only guy to do that. To give up his WrestleMania spot. This man won the Rumble twice, back to back. This kind of makes Stone Cold and Shawn Michaels look bad. Because you're the first guy in 26 years to win the Rumble back to back. You have a shot against Roman. You can actually beat Roman because you were about to beat him last year, but Solo got involved. So why would you just give it up to The Rock? You've been saying that this is a title that you want to win, but you want to win it on the grandest stage of them all, where it actually matters. The title that your father got was, the same title that your father had taken away from him, stripped away from him. That's your mission. That's your objective. And the crowd is behind Cody strongly. They are with Cody all the way for his story to be concluded. To just take that away for The Rock and Roman, knowing that we could get this match next year, it's doing a disservice. And it pretty much diminishes the entire build-up for a whole year of Cody Rhodes. This makes his feud with Brock Lesnar look pointless. The torn pec that he had a Hell in a Cell. It just makes his adversity look a little bit meaningless, right? It's like, how can you just give up your spot like that? Now, the only way they can actually salvage this, and this is just a prediction, we could do Cody and Roman at Elimination Chamber. Since Roman knows deep down he cannot beat Cody, Roman cheats. He doesn't win, okay? He actually gets himself disqualified. He gets himself DQ'd. He kicks Cody in the nutsack. So Cody's pissed. He got cheated once again. Roman thinks he's scot-free from Cody once and for all. He's going to avoid Cody, right? The Rock thinks he's going to just, face Roman all to himself at Mania. But he's pissed. Now he's frustrated. So now he's going to go full-on CM Punk mode. Because you remember that promo, he said, I'm more CM Punk than CM Punk. So now he's going to channel his inner CM Punk, and he's going to start working his way into things and demanding things and this is why I say, I talk about how Cody's going to get back to Roman. I mentioned Nick Aldis. Him and Nick Aldis are very close. Cody and Nick Aldis are friends. So I can see a scenario where Nick Aldis does Cody a favor, and Nick Aldis feels for Cody because, they have that bond. They have that friendship. He probably, Nick Aldis, low-key probably wants to see Roman lose everything too. He probably doesn't want, as a general manager of SmackDown, he probably does not want a part-time world champion. He looks at Cody and sees, nah, this could be a champion that could be here every week carrying the show, put on the best matches, the best, the best angles, best feuds, I would want him to represent SmackDown as the world champion. And he's not going to be part-time. He's going to be there every week. Right? So I can see a scenario where Nick Aldis puts Cody in the Rock and Roman match and make it a triple threat for WrestleMania. And this could create tension between The Rock and Cody. Because the impression is, it seems though, that Cody, told, not told, but Cody says that he's going to allow Rock to fight Roman at WrestleMania, right? That's what it seems like. He's just going to get out the way so that The Rock can handle business with his cousin for WrestleMania. But Cody initially agreed that he would fight Roman at Elimination Chamber. Maybe storyline wise, that was the agreement between The Rock and Cody. Because if you remember in that promo, Cody said that I was talking to certain legends for counseling and stuff, for like maybe solutions and advice or whatnot, having conversations, right? Well, Rock is a legend, so he most likely was talking to The Rock backstage. And then Cody probably agreed, listen, you fight Roman at WrestleMania, but I'm going to get my title match at Elimination Chamber. Well, that could be completely out the window because Roman got himself DQ'd, and so Cody Rhodes felt like he was cheated once again. And he goes to Nick Aldis, have to talk with Nick Aldis. Nick Aldis agrees that Cody should be in the main event. Because, however, after all, he is the Rumble winner, right? So, typically, Royal Rumble winners main event WrestleMania. That's tradition. That's tradition. So, Cody still is owed a title match because he was cheated out of one when Roman got DQ'd. So Cody is in the match. It's a triple threat main event for the title. And, I'm not going to predict the outcome, but I can see that scenario playing out. They're going to have to explain this one because this is a huge curveball. So now Triple H, the creative team, Cody Rhodes, The Rock, Roman, whoever, they're going to have to explain why this is happening. Why would Cody give up his WrestleMania spot for The Rock? They have to explain this. Because a lot of people are pissed and not happy that I don't care if we're doing The Rock and Roman. It's the way you went about it. That's the problem. The way you're going about it now is the problem. Because now it's just a whole bunch of confusion. Now you're throwing all these curveballs, right? You're overbooking things. It's like, why can't we just keep this stuff simple? Keep it simple, to the point. Now we're getting all complicated now. We're getting stuff complicated. So they have plenty of time to figure this out, make it make sense. Maybe this was done by design to create this need, this want for Cody to be in the main event. And maybe this is to create more adversity for Cody somehow. Maybe so. If we just flat out eliminate Cody from the main event of WrestleMania like that, and he finishes his story at Elimination Chamber, not at WrestleMania, it's going to diminish his entire story. It will. Trust me, it will. So, it seems that we're going to get The Rock and Roman in the same ring. However, I don't know if The Rock can keep up with Roman. Rock has had a history of getting injured during his matches. John Cena is a recent one. The John Cena match. He torn something, right? I'm afraid at his age, he's going to get hurt wrestling Roman. And the match may fall apart if The Rock gets hurt. And that's not going to be good if he gets hurt mid-match. So to really make the match more exciting, to bring it up a notch, kind of up the quality, You got to put Cody in the match because Cody's a workhorse. Cody's one of the best wrestlers in the world. Cody is more athletic. Cody has more energy, more stamina. So you need a workhorse, a more athletic wrestler in that match. Cody Rhodes is the perfect guy. He's already carrying himself like a top guy. He feels like a top guy, the next John Cena. So you can't leave Cody Rhodes out of the WrestleMania main event. You just can't. The man literally won back-to-back Royal Rumble matches. He has not lost a match since Brock Lesnar. The guy only lost 2 matches since coming back, man. So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. Things are getting pretty interesting, but at the same time a little complicated. They have 2 months to figure out this whole thing and to make it right. But I would say that main event segment with The Rock, Roman, and Cody was a red flag. However, the fans were excited to see The Rock and Roman staring off. I thought that was special. Very special. However, the fans were also crazy for Cody. It's like I said earlier, Cody and Rock, they're like neck and neck in terms of crowd support, popularity. They wouldn't know who to choose, Rock or Cody. Why not just make it a triple threat? So that The Rock doesn't have to do much in the match. You keep the pressure off The Rock. Cody is the more athletic wrestler in the match with the most energy, the most stamina. He can go. Him and Roman tore it up last year. They had a great match last year. Cody can still tear it up. Having him win the world title, the undisputed title, I mean, he's going to make every show, every pay-per-view. He's going to have great quality matches with that title. You got to think about the long term. The Rock and Roman short term. That's your biggest payday, and that's it. What about the week after? What about the month after? What about the next pay-per-view? That's why Cody has to be in that main event with The Rock and Roman. I feel like it's going to give it more importance. You're killing 2 birds with 1 stone. So that's it for the review. I'm going to get up out of here. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. Make sure you hit that like button for the algorithm. And this is another edition of Rational Wrestling Talk. And this is the Rational Wrestling Mark. And I'm out. Peace.